In this problem, we will be taking word names and writing the number that they represent, and also the other way around, where we're given a number and we write the word name that represents that number. So I'm going to start with the problem where we go from the word name to the number, and I'll start with the easier of the two. So here's our problem in words. We are to write the number 628. Notice there's no commas in the word name. This means that our number fits all within one of the groupings. Our first grouping here is in millions. Any numbers in this area here would be in the millions group. Any digits I put in this area would be in the thousands group. Notice my problem does not have the word million nor thousand, so I won't be putting any of my digits in these two groups. This means my answer will be contained in the ones grouping here, where this location would be in the hundreds place. This is the tens place, and this is the ones place. Notice they start with the number 6, but then they say hundred. This means to take the number 6 and put it in the hundreds place. After 600, they have 28. 28 can be written by taking a 2 and putting it in the tens place. Even though it's the number 2, you can think of it as the number 20. This can be shown if I was to put a 0 in the ones place. This would be the number 620. However, we want 628, so rather than putting a 0 there, I'm going to put an 8. Now I have the number 628. So when I go back to Math AS, I will type in the digit 628. Notice this word name starts with 683, but then it's followed by the word thousand. If it weren't for the word thousand, we would be putting the 6 in the hundreds place followed by 83. That would be the number 683. However, the word thousand indicates that we are to put those three digits not in the ones grouping, but in the thousands grouping. So let me move those three digits over into the thousands grouping. Now this represents 683,000. Notice the comma here that separates these group of words from these group of words, indicating that the digits that correspond to all of these words will go within one grouping, in this case thousands, and the words to the right of the comma represent numbers that will go into this grouping here in the ones group. So now I need to represent 234. So to represent 200, we will put a 2 in the hundreds column. 34 is represented by putting a 3 in the tens place. That would be 30. And then to get 4, I'll put a 4 in the ones place. Now I have the number 683,234. Now it's time to go in the reverse direction where we're given digits and we are to give the word names to represent that number. So the digits 107, if you were to put them in the chart below, I can now use the chart to help me name this number. The 1 is in the hundreds place, so I will write 100. The last two digits require only one word name, it's the word 7, so I do not need to use a hyphen here. I can simply type the word 7. This would be read 107. Had the last two digits of this number required more than one word, then I would have to put a hyphen between those two words. For this number, I will do the same thing, dragging each digit into the chart. You may want to do this from right to left to make sure that you put the digits in the right columns. I will start on the left to start to name the word. Ordinarily, the digits 1, 2 would be pronounced 12, but because it's in the thousands grouping, I will have to write 12,000. Watch your spelling as you type. Because these are the last two digits in this grouping, sometimes you have to use a hyphen, but because it only required one word, the word 12, to represent these two digits, I did not have to use a hyphen. In my next grouping, I have the digits 169, but the 1 is in the hundreds place, so I will type 100. Don't forget that when you move from any group to another, you need to separate the words by using a comma. We are moving from the thousands group to the ones group, so I will start by writing a comma. Remember that the 1 was in the hundreds place, so I will type 100. This time, because the last two digits required two words, 60 and 9, I will have to use a hyphen between those two words. If you do not use a hyphen, you may be marked wrong. I will type 60. You can get a hyphen by hitting the key just to the right of the number 0 on your keyboard, and then the word 9. So I have 12,000, 169.